tankard of ale, thanks.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Greetings.
God bless.
I'll pay you for the work, then I'll fucking pay you.
But sir, that's what you said last time. And the time before that. And now I ain't no material to forge anything for you.
How dare you speak to me like that, you louse? Have you forgotten who's in charge here? I know full well you rob our soldiers here. You get them to pay for repairs you never do.
But that's not true.
Like you.
Then you're a
God
right
be with
idiot,
you.
and I'm not
God be with
surprised
you.
You don't have a groschen. You'll make me new horseshoes.
A
I'll
tankard of
deal
ale,
with you.
thanks.
Almost there. I heard that Musa, that's more tradition.
God bless you, sir.
Are you the one they call Crow?
I'm only Crow to good friends, or strangers who want to punch in the gob. Which group do you belong to?
Well, neither, I reckon. But I hope that'll change. I want to join your regiment.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-wells. I've had fellas pestering me ever since Radovan let slip that we get double the pay. Go and ask Lord Borumlaka, I mean. He's been taking on all kinds of mercenaries. You'll fit in better with his rabble.
Oh, that'd be a waste of my talents.
Oh, really? How's that?
I'm a blacksmith. That's useful, isn't it? You're bound to need stuff hammered straight or sharpened all the time.
Aye, we need that. God knows we do. But that doesn't mean we have to let you join up, does it?
I know about herbs. If you have a sore throat, or need some extra energy, or you've got food poisoning, I'm your man.
That kind of thing always comes in handy. But we have a physician, and one that half the world would envy us. We don't need another.
I'm the best warrior far and wide. Give me any weapon, and I'll show you what I can do with it.
That's all very well, but it don't knock me on my arse. It's what's expected from a soldier, isn't it? Is there anything else you can do?
Oh, damn it, is that still not enough for you? What more do you want?
For you to stop hassling me. You're a bit pushy for my liking. It's a bit suspicious.
I want to serve the king, is all. Sigismund should take things in hand here and impose order, since Wenceslas isn't capable of it.
Interesting. Most people in these parts have other ideas.
Only I'm not most people. Please. Just give me a chance.
All right. We lost a couple of men recently in any case. You know what? I'll go and see Katz, our commander. He'll know what to do with you.
Who the fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir, and I want to enlist.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe? Crow, why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to take a look at him. He might be even mouthier than I am, but he's pretty handy with a sword. Not like the other clodhoppers who keep pestering me.
Well, if that's true. But we'll have to try you out first in any case. I have this issue here.
Ah, you're not going on about that stupid charter again, are you? How many more men will you send to find it?
As many as it takes. Don't tell me you're not fed up with being stuck here. So, this is your test, Henry. Either you come back as one of us, or you don't come back at all. What do you say?
It's a deal. I'm not afraid of any job.
Damn it, Crow, this lad might actually have what it takes.
Ha! Maybe he'll help us get out of this shithole at last.
Listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. And with them a wagon with horses, to be precise. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to take to Sedlitz, but they never arrived there.
It seems they were last seen somewhere between Miskovitz and Rabstein. But that was ages ago. Christ knows where they might be now.
Hang on, why would they go past Miskovitz? That's not on the way to Sedlitz.
That's what I don't understand. But you can ask them if you find them.
Do you think someone ambushed them?
It's possible. The locals aren't too fond of us.
I don't give a shit what happened to them. They could have been eaten by squirrels for all I care. I just want that painted chest they were carrying. There's a very important charter in it, and we need it back. Got that?
And what should I do when I find these fellas?
What do you think? Free them if someone's holding them. Bury them if they're dead. Kill them if they've deserted.
What, take down 7 men by myself?
Do you want to be a fucking soldier or not? All right then. If things get tough, come and see me and we'll sort it out somehow.
And is that all you know? What do these fellas look like? Do they have any friends in these parts? Anything at all?
Well, there is one thing. Mishek, one of those 7, came back.
And you're only telling me this now? So question him, and we'll know what's going on, won't we?
Go ahead and try it yourself, genius.
Mishek was brought back on a cart. Some peasant found the poor bloke unconscious on the road and brought him here. He's been in the infirmary since then. But you can stop by, maybe the Sawbones will be able to tell you something. His name is Musa.
And let me tell you, you ain't never seen a man like Musa before.
What if there's more than one charter? I need to know what's written on it.
Nothing a yokel like you would understand. If there's more than one, just bring me all of them.
All right, I think I understand. Find the men and bring back the charter.
So what are you standing here for? Do you want my blessing for the road? Try not to get yourself killed.
Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soldiers who went missing. It seems one of them is in your infirmary.
Yes, Mishek. He's lying over there, and will remain lying for long. He was badly stabbed, and it will take weeks before he comes to his senses.
But I need to talk to him.
Then you shall have to wait. When he was brought here, he was mumbling about some wagon on a place called Lota. But then he passed out and did not awake again.
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need him to be healed, just to wake up for a while. Can't you just give him some herb that will wake him up? You're a physician, aren't you?
A physician, not a magician. But there might be one possibility. One can make a decoction from Varelian and mint, which is called Cockrell Potion. It will not heal the poor wretch, but it might wake him up for a bit. But it must be very strong. Not like what is sold by the quacks around here.
Hold on. I have something like that here.
And is it a strong enough decoction?
We'll soon find out.
Very well, friend. I will try to trust you.
right. We'll see if I brewed it properly.
What's happening? Where am I? Ow, that hurts!
Mishek? What's wrong? Christ, can you hear me? Calm down and talk to me. Mishek, wake up! Oh, don't like this. Wake up, you hear? Mishek! Oh, fuck!
What potion did you give him, you fool?
Thanks for your help. I didn't learn much, but I'll manage somehow.
That is... all right, friend. I hope that your task is truly important. I would not like for that poor fellow to have died in vain.
Stop a while.
God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz, poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you, though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
I disagree with you, sir. Sigismund is a scoundrel who will do our land no good. Again?
That's what often happens in war. Still, for the good of the country, I'll side with Sigismund in the end. Especially considering what a drunkard and fornicator that brother of his is.
Wenceslas stands up for his people.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his nose, and things are only getting worse.
Sigismund's no king. He's nothing but a murderous thief. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What? You want to fight me? You're not a noble, but what do I care? Making you skip and jump will amuse me, whelp. Go on, parry. Hold it. Wang. You win, young man. But things will only get worse. Mark my words. Wenceslas will do nothing but throw the land back into turmoil. Here's a few groschen to show you I'm a man of honor.
Thank you. I'll remember you as a chivalrous knight, Sir Kunesh.
What are you hunched over for there? You'd better pay me compensation, you blackguard.
Get stuffed.
All right, I've had enough of this.
That was fun.
Go! Quick! Go! Ah! Go! I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I hope you can tell me how to use a mace.
All right then, but it'll take a while.
I'd like to
What is this?
being
Fine.
I'd like
What is this?
I'd like to
I'll tell you.
I'd like
What do you...
I heard
I'll tell... What?
Die! 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 Quick! Die! Quick, go!
Whoa!
Open the door, please.
What are you doing in there?
Thank God. You've got to help me. The miller's gone completely mad. He locked me in here. He wants to kill... Oh my God, thank you. That lunatic said he was fetching an axe. You have to help me.
Hold on. Calm down. What happened here?
The miller, that old beast. He's always been nasty to me, but now he started beating me too. So I said I was leaving him. I told him anywhere would be better than here.
And he locked you up?
He said the only place I'd be going would be 6 feet under.
Damn. That's terrible.
Please, talk to him. He'll listen to a proper man. I'm too scared of him.
All right. I will. Where can I find him?
There's a shed behind the mill with wood in it. He must have gone there to get the axe.
Stay here. I'll go and look for him.
Thank you. And be careful.
No one here. I hope I didn't miss him. I'll have to get back.
Hey! I reckon you're just who we're looking for. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for the brute who's been beating his wife. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miller?
What the fuck?
Hold on. Let the young fella talk. You know what happened here?
I know enough for you to arrest this violent thug. If I hadn't helped that poor woman he locked up, she'd have lost her mind by now.
I told you so. He let her go. You idiot. That woman was stealing from my mill. I locked her in there so I could go and find a guard. What did you have to get involved for?
And how was I supposed to know that? She was crying out for help. She was, so I helped.
Why the fuck are you meddling in shit you don't know about?
Well, that was easier than I expected. The wicked girl got away, and the young man here helped her to escape. So, either you pay for what she stole, or I'll personally clap you in the stocks.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Do you mean to say that helping someone, out of ignorance, granted, but in good faith, is worthy of punishment?
Well, I suppose...
Good faith or not, it's your fault.
Well, perhaps one day, when you yourself are in trouble, you'll need someone like me to come along and help you.
I don't give a shit. She took all my money.
Just wait a moment.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me that little prick's talked you round.
She used him, just as she used you.
So she's going to get away with it, all because she knows how to twist fellas around her finger.
Don't worry. I'll catch her. I know what she looks like. I'll ask around the village. Maybe someone's seen her. She can't have got far. The laddie is right. He only wanted to help. I can't arrest him for that.
And what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Stay here in case she shows up again.
Curva.
As for you, you may have got off this time, but in future, think with your head and not your balls when you next see a pretty woman. Farewell.
A man treats her like he's not.
Attack! Come and help us! Take that! Mercy! Spare me! Damnation! Shit! Ah, damn! Oh, sakra!
You're mine! What Take that fucker out, damn it! You'll be sorry, fucker! Die for that, you bastard! A death for a death! You won't get away with that, bastard!
Show your stuff.
wagon in the Prague colours. Could the missing soldiers have holed up here? But why? I have to find the painted chest with the charter, and then make myself scarce.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost if you value your life. You fucker! Get him, lads!
I've been...
Show what you're made of.
You're no match for us. You want to try, damn it? Wanker!
Useless. What's wrong? Don't like Ren? About time. I'm glad you came.
I'll kill you.
Ah!
I'm just getting one. Ah! Ah!
What do you want? Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
You silly doggy.
Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir. I was glad to be of help to you. Don't be a coward.
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners.
Let's play.
Taking the time again. that beer. One beer.
Good day to you. Greetings to you too.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
I reckon you ought to go to the bath. You smell like a...
Greetings to you too.
Aye, coming right up.
Damn it. They're yours, lad. Fuck that. Rotten luck.
Good to see you.
God be with you.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden for me.
What bloody god would care if someone has a drink?
The kind who cares about people's health.
It's peculiar, even so. I just don't understand anything anymore. The world has changed, friend. War has changed.
War? War never changes.
Bollocks. You used to need skills to train with weapons. In short, to be a real soldier. But nowadays, you can be the best warrior far and wide, but some yokel shoots a crossbow at you, and you're done for. Fucking progress.
I would not expect such an opinion from an artillery commander.
That's another matter. You need training and humility for that.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz, did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I took care of them. They got what they deserved.
Well, well, he might look like a stripling, but he's anything but. Nice work. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Laufenrock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now. And a bit extra, even if I have to go without.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell, the Horsons.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedlitz?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Praggers. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful. And much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Nah, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is never a good idea.
I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose. Well, you're not afraid of anything. If I was you, I'd take it. Like this. That's enough for me. Great!
I won. That's the way it's fucking done.
Ah, damn it. I almost had you. Oh well, you were better, sir. That's all there is to it.
Come now, don't start blubbing. You'll get me back next time, won't you? And now for a drink.
And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tuts bezeni. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me. What the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
And When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here. Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him. You two. Go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
What are your orders, Lord of Burmlaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Kuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think. Fucking and drinking until we're all slaughtered.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Yeah, Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunk an entire cask.
Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No. We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there, But before Chetan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chetan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't understand that gibberish, do I?
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
How did you find Chertan?
I don't remember too well. I remember we heard someone yelling. So we ran down to the ammunition store, and there he was on the ground.
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty on the tower. What's the other soldier like?
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying bloke I've ever met. Can't keep his mouth shut. A complete twat.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat sometimes.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. Like, he was living in a cave until now. I try to tell him I'm not fucking interested, but he doesn't take any notice. Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business with Chertan shut him up for a while.
And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here. Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I searched the place on all fours, but I didn't find anything of interest. Except the pool of blood he left, that is.
Fuck! Are you trying to tell me the murderer sprouted wings and flew away? Let's hope Chertan can tell us something. Come on, let's go and see if Moose is done with him yet.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chetan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
What nonsense is that?
Someone must have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Oh, he was hiding under the table waiting for you to turn your back, was he?
Where did you get the wine from? I thought you didn't drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, aye, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stieber of Stiebersitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stiebersitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
All right. How much time do we have? To find the murderer, I mean.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund, and delivering it to Sedlitz won't take long. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the royal justiciar here. And how long can that take? I'd say we have 2 days or so.
I know one of the bathhouse wenches. Maybe she could distract the guard while I slip past and talk to Musa.
That's not a bad idea. If you can talk her into it, that's bound to work. Off you go, then. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
But Katz himself sent me. I'm supposed to give a message to Musa.
And I was put on guard here by...
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right. That is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
Well, do you have any news about what happened to Mandalina?
Oh, I hate it when I'm right. Instead of burying that fucking hag alive, they gave her house arrest somewhere in the countryside because they said her soul is ill. Oh!
Well, at least you won't hurt anybody anymore, right?
And how can you be so sure? What if it overwhelms her again? She grabs a knife and rips open some poor sleeping woman like a lamb.
I'm sure they'll hide the knives from her and lock the women up at night. They know very well what she did.
Damn it, Henry, don't be a fool. Oh, I still think I should have cut her throat.
Maybe you really should have. If I'd known before it would turn out the way it did, well, I suppose there's no justice in the world.
But there is, just not enough to go around. We have to take care of it ourselves and not leave it up to other people.
So for you, justice and revenge are one and the same?
The only justice I can rely on is when I take care of it myself. I can't expect it from others.
You can always find out where she is and go and set things straight, right?
That's true. I can, can't I?
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
Well, if he really did steal your shoe, Mutt could track him down.
That's not a bad idea, but you'd have to give him something to get the scent.
You've got the other shoe, don't you? You can't walk around with one shoe on anyway. And Mutt's dependable.
It's not Matt I'm worried about. Just sort things out with a creep, that's all I care about.
I can explain to him that a woman like you isn't for him.
I suppose. If you tell him firmly enough.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
Search.
A bit longer and I'll be hunched over like my bunny.
What is it, boy? Is this where the shoe thief lives? That's Catherine's. So this is where the Cuman who won't leave her... So it's you. You're the Cuman that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das Bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Igen?
Igen? Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütöd bele az orrod? Igen. Szeretem.
Look, ogling a girl, it's disgusting, but I get it. But why the hell did you steal her shoe? Das Boot. Steal. Warum?
Das Boot nekem, szuvenír. Szeretet.
Couldn't you have stolen her scarf, for Christ's sake? Why'd you do it anyway? You, woman, warum looken? That bad's keine Liebe.
Én szerelmes. Ő hajadon. Nicht Mann. Én erős, ő szép. So schön.
She's scared. Sakra. It's like talking to a horse. Ah! Help! That man wants to hurt me! Help! Save me! Huh? Bathhouse woman? Afraid. You? Go away. Du Schwein. Nicht amor.
Mi van? Félt tőlem. De én ezt nem akartam. Hát jó. Rendben, akkor békén hagyom. Nicht amor.
See how easily we came to an agreement? I found the Cuman who was stalking you. He's called Chakan, and I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Oh, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? And what about my shoes?
Here they are. Both of them.
Thank God for that. I was afraid I'd have to steal someone else's. And Henry?
What?
Thank you. You're a good man. I owe you one.
So you'll lure the guard away from Moose's tent? I scratched your back?
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Good dog. Good boy.
Here, Mutt.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
You again? Once.
But I'm Moose's assistant, and I need his advice. We've got lots of sick men.
What's your game, you numbskull?
I'm sorry.
So you'll lure the guard away from Moose's tent? I scratched your back.
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least. Good day, soldier boy. What are you standing around here for?
I'm on guard.
My word! What are you guarding?
That's a secret.
Oh, good lord. You must be very important to get a task like that, eh?
I reckon. This is child's play for me. You should see me in battle.
Ooh, I'm sure I'd be terrified.
You'd have nothing to fear, dearie. I'd protect you.
How gallant. Oh, you ought to be rewarded for that. Wouldn't you like me to give you a nice bath?
Well, I can't deny I've been standing here for quite a while. I stink like a pig's ass.
Oh, no. That's your manly fragrance. Oh, it's irresistible. Shall we go then?
All right. Well, it's not like that moose is going anywhere.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozav said...
Nah, to hell with Grozav. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
But wouldn't it be enough to search the whole camp? I don't imagine many people here keep poison on them, eh?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but I know that many everyday things are actually poisonous. What is more, you cannot just run around the camp searching people and then try to figure out which of that horde is the murderer.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
We're fucked, then.
Not yet, my friend. Since I cannot leave this place, we shall have to make you an expert on poisons.
Me?
The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse. and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Cherton's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Cherton?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
But what if some spy got inside the camp?
It is true that Sigismund has enemies everywhere, and killing his commander might be appealing, but the guards would not have let a stranger get close to the powder store.
Well, what do you think?
I think it must be someone from here. A stranger would have been noticed. What is more, most people are not allowed up to the powder store, and I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
Right, here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy, but is that from the poison, or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. No signs of poisoning. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ah, there's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cherton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Oh, his belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that, for God's sake? Well, almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. These things can't tell me anything, unfortunately. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? It hurts just to think about it. Completely rigid, just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. God, that's rank. I'll examine some other part of him instead. That'll have to do. I found out enough. He had spasms, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Good day.
Greetings to you, friend.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned. I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I have been thinking about what you said, that some spy is most likely behind the murder. I do not intend to accuse anyone, of course. I myself have a knife to my throat. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? What, you think I'll suddenly say I'm a spy? Yeah, even if I was, I wouldn't be stupid enough to admit it.
I was just hoping you would trust me enough to tell me the truth. Who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves at war with Timur and his Golden Horde. Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then that Sigismund's messenger came to see the Sultan. And I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary as a goodwill gesture. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to cut my head off. But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show me the respect my position is worthy of. Instead of making me his counselor and physician, he sent me here.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend, but I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing, I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I'd better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails.
Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt.
Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Nothing out of the ordinary. No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit.
God,
For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. Weaving something like that must have been one hell of a job. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. Oh, that's Valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Crow.
That's right.
No.
Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
Right.
In the mean.
But that's not only. They're all.
Sir.
Tell me.
Musa really is innocent.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir.
Let him tell me.
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by the camp commander, Grozav of Boromlaka.
What?
You scum! How dare you!
Silence!
You aren't gonna let this peasant insult me, are you, sir? You should cut him down to size.
That can wait. First, I want to know how he came up with this insolent claim. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Well, being in charge of the camp wasn't enough for Grozov, most likely. He wanted to get rid of Chertan and take command of the Cuman forces.
What is this nonsense? What would I want with those heathens?
What's more, they'd never take orders from someone like you. I hope you know something, lad. Because if it turns out you're just wasting my time, what happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Grozov went to the infirmary a little before me and Katz. He could easily have had time to poison the wine Musa gave to Chertan.
What say you, Sir Musa?
It cannot be ruled out.
Well, Sir Grozov, what actually happened?
Why are you all still listening to that dung grubber? Where would I get hold of poison?
You brewed it up yourself. I found lots of valerian in your tent, which is used to make Dollmaker potion. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
That's enough. You'll die, you liar.
Silence! I've heard more than enough. Sir Grozov, you will come with me.
Me?
The king will not stand for wrongdoing among his nobles. That must be punished.
But I didn't do anything.
Don't make this harder than it need be.
Keep away from me.
Calm now, sir. Calm down.
Shut up, you worm. It's all your fault anyway. I won't let you put this on me. You hear? I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker.
Well, Sir Stibor, one problem is cleared up, and another one takes its place.
I wouldn't say that. We've rid the king of one idiot. It's just a pity Chertan had to die because of it. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for the unpleasantness you suffered.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
What will happen to the camp now?
That is not your concern. I will personally take command. You just get rid of the corpse and clear out the royal tent for me.
With pleasure. We won't be staying long anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Why is this all sticky?
A jug of wine, thanks.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cumans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
good when you help.
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old for all this. But the really heavy shit is still ahead of us. I can't imagine how I'm going to explain to the king that Sir Grozov, who he personally put in charge of his soldiers, is a murderer.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad, and Sir Stibor will back you up. I heard Sigismund wasn't too fond of Grozov.
It's just he can't say it openly, because the other nobles wouldn't like it. Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out of here before dark. Said let's await!
So the devil jumps him from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the arm, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the devil such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with him, the devil. So he says, what the fuck? Go to hell!
Jesus! Get another!
He's still standing!
At least it stopped the bleeding.
That's better.
There. It's done.
What's the matter? Aren't you happy?
It just doesn't seem right, what we did to those people.
Not people, the enemy. Remember that. Trust me, you'll sleep a lot better. By the way, who's that fella over there? The one who fought on our side?
He's called Crow. We met in the camp, but I've no idea why he fought against his own people.
So go and fucking ask him, would you? Now that he knows about us, he could pose a threat. And another thing, Brabant has already brought up his promised reinforcements.
What are they like?
Well, you'll see for yourself. But now, we have to get out of here first.
No, don't leave yet. There's something I have to take care of.
Make it fast, though, before someone comes to see what all the noise was. Damn it, lads, get a move on. We'll never make it to Devil's Den today at this rate.
What the hell's going on here?
I should be asking you that. The greenest Praga recruit, capable and keen. And he's a traitor.
That's none of your business.
And my business should be no concern of yours either. You've kept your nose out of it so far, so make sure it stays that way.
So far? What are you talking about?
About Chertan.
Was it you who did it?
An unfortunate accident. He got in my way when I wanted to blow up the powder store.
So that bang a short while ago. But why?
Look, normally I'd be happy to chat with you till Judgment Day, but I get the feeling we should both make ourselves scarce. And on the double. Don't you reckon? So thanks for the help, pal.
I want to go to Devil's Den with you.
Hop onto the wagon then. You'll travel like a lord.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that ambush, eh?
We did. And that means the Devil's Den won't be safe much longer.
Another reason not to stick around there and attack Malashov.
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission, and he says von Burkov's at the castle.
And what about Brabant's men? You were saying you don't like the look of them.
I just don't trust them somehow. But I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me. They're no greenhorns.
We'll see how they fare in battle.
Indeed we will. We'll soon get going. Get ready, and then we'll plan what's next.
Greetings, sir.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Well, nothing much. If there was something, I'd tell you. Take care for now.
How do things look at Malashov?
Why you ask me? You ask the other. Hej, komar, podejdź tu. Henry chce się do ciebie coś zapytać.
I've got the feeling you're just stringing us along with that Polish.
Ah, come on. You know other understand you pretty good.
O co chodzi? Jasne, że rozumiem.
No, ale on tobie nie, chłopie.
To niech się ta pierdoła nauczy.
What did you see at Malashov Fortress?
To nie twierdza, ale zamek. Zaprawdę nie wiem, jak w Ziszkach tego zdobyć.
That castle strong like rock.
Aye. It seems that Ruthard spared no expense.
Rutard? Widziałem Rutarda.
To si nie mógł widzieć. Siedzi w celi w Kutnej Horze.
Who did he see?
No to nie wiem. Ale zadek ma całkiem.
You are cockot.
What, then?
Look like not only von Bergow is in fortress. Daughter of Kunzelin is too.
What, Rosa? Seriously? Damn it. If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive myself.
Right. The woman's is always trouble with them.
Nawet nie mów.
Rosa's a lady. And a very clever one.
You like her, eh? You wait. Take it easy. No worry. Nothing happened to her. We save her. You see.
What did you see in the village?
Coś widziałeś?
Do diacka, nie jestem głupi, pojmuję. Jest tam taka przyjemniutka karczma. No i piękne dziewki. Laziemne. Jedna... tam miała takie okrąglutkie jabłuszka, że mogłem się z nimi... gździć na okrągło.
So, how many guards are there?
I think you don't find out much from the other about that. He not keep his little gherkin in halls.
So, mon ami, are you ready to go and capture le Seigneur von Berghoff? Mon ami, are you ready to go and capture le Seigneur von Berghoff?
Oh well. Now just this.
Are you going to do what we talked about?
I don't think so. Well, this doesn't seem too bad. Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table? Here we are. Good. It's filthy again. Damn it.
Aye, beer over gold.
Oh, bloody hell.
What do you know about the attack on Malashov?
You're asking the wrong fella, Henry.
Do you think we stand a chance of taking von Berghoff?
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Zizka and the devil. Although I'm not saying it'll be easy. Or that I approve.
How's that?
God doesn't lead us by the hand. We have to find our own path to him. Or at least try to. And I'm not sure just how much divine mercy that pair deserve.
Greetings.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
I'd like to play dice. Care for a roll or two?
What game would you like to play?
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht mir bei. Show me what you've got, lad. Was ist los? Oh, it's all yours. Schön. Das war's. You're up, my friend. Hier. Nein, gar nichts. I'm done. Diese. Schön. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Schön. Diese. Hier. Verdammt! Scheiß drauf. Verdammtes Pech. The money's yours. Oh, what just getting warmed up. I won't get that one.
Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you how many men you have with you, sir.
Meine Truppe ist nicht groß, but for your purposes, I think it will suffice. Außer den Leuten here in the camp, I also have Soldaten nearby, and if need be,
Dale will go with us. Doch wir werden abwarten, according to what Hauptmann Schischka says.
What did you agree with Goodman Brabant? How much did he promise you?
Enough to risk meinen Hals, my neck, for you. Half of the reward in coin, in advance, and half in booty on the spot. You pay for any losses of the horses and archers. If your plan fails, you shall pay us the rest of the money we would otherwise get.
So you already know what the plan is?
All I know is you want to capture some small fortress. You get inside, we take care of the rest. Kein Stürmen der Mauern und no sieges. Just a quick, clean job for my men.
What weapons do you have? What can we rely upon in combat?
Meine Truppe has the power of eine Lanze, and my people are experienced archers. We know how to take care of ourselves.
And how many of you are there?
Here in the camp, I have my Armiger Hagen Trott, 2 free archers and a combat hostler. Alles Gute und unerschütterliche Jungs.
What experience do your men have? Where have they fought before?
Das ganze letzte Jahr we fought in Italy for Sir Musio Sforza, and we wintered near Milan.
Who were you fighting against? And did you win?
Unfortunately, this time Il Capitano Barbiano was luckier and beat our Musio in battle. But it was not a bad year. Italien ist ein großartiges Land. I think we shall head south again in the autumn. I'm certain Milan will soon rise against Florence, and there'll be a new war.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund.
What is it?
I assume you won't be joining our offensive, right?
Under other circumstances, I would avoid battle. You're right, but this is personal. Otto von Berghoff is responsible for that slaughter in Kuttenberg. It was he who advised Sigismund to attack my people.
So you want revenge?
They plundered the synagogue, murdered dozens of people. That Mamsa must pay. I will play with him like a cat with a mouse. He will beg for mercy, for a quick death.
I understand how you feel. Once I get my hands on Markvart, there's no telling what I'll do.
I'm going to kill von Berghoff. Even if Schiska is against it. Fuck him! It was I who got the money for everything. So no one is going to tell me what I can and cannot do. What about you? Why are you willing to fight?
Otto von Berghoff deserves punishment for everything he's done.
So we see eye to eye on him.
Aye. Von Berghoff is nothing more than a swine, brother. And if there's anyone that can get him, then it's Zizka and the devil. That's why I'm going with them to Malashov.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
What about your mercenaries? Are they good?
Ne t'inquiète pas, mon ami. Le Seigneur Morgenstern can always be relied upon.
Who is this Morgenstern?
C'est un bon ami à moi. We met years ago au Grand Tournoi de Lorraine, at the estate of the Duke there.
Can he be trusted?
Le Chevalier Morgenstern is not only a warrior, but also a serious patron of the hearts. A man of renown.
How did you find Morgenstern?
Pendant que vous étiez chez les Hongrois, I went to Kuttenberg. Le chevalier Morgenstern was with Sigismund. But he turned him down because, le roi n'a pas d'argent. The king has run out of coin.
So he's just an ordinary mercenary?
Not ordinary. He's a renowned condottiere.
Where does this Morgenstern come from?
From Brunswick. His ancestor fought for Emperor Charles. A good house, mon ami.
So why is he earning a living as a mercenary?
C'est une triste histoire. He lost considerable estates due to his relatives and battles in Eastern Prussia.
So he became impoverished?
In truth, it was more his passion for art that led him to ruin.
Do you ever regret it? Joining us?
What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company. I am more used to royal courts or, at least, wealthy burghers. But a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words. I am a good judge of people.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's the one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Jiska can also play. Ah, and that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
I was thinking everything over last night.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. Priests should not be such good swordsmen. That is what knights like me are for. In addition, he can play chess just as well as he wields a sword. And in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents. Or perhaps the devil is behind it.
What do you think of Sir Hynek?
Ah, le diable sec. A capable chevalier. But I do not trust him. There is treachery in his eyes.
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
How do you get on with Janosch and Adder?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong. He is no longer my servant.
What do you think of Kubienka?
A good warrior. But he has no morals and no manners, like all mercenaries.
Well, I don't think he cares much about that.
And that is just the problem. How can you trust a man who does not want to be a knight?
Have you had the chance to meet my half-brother yet?
Samuel. It is strange that he joined your... our group. It is not usual for his, people. But he's certainly a good reinforcement.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her? Why is she with us?
Ah, you're right. I am a connoisseur of love like I am of wine. But for my taste, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat aged vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
That's not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
So do I. But what?
I have no idea. But she is fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
Jan, is something wrong?
Not really.
Are you coming with us to Malashov?
And what would I do there?
What's wrong? Are you upset?
Am I supposed to be happy? Oh, for Christ's sake, you're all the same. Why do I even bother trying? You'll all just end up getting killed.
If you're talking about that plan, well...
Jan still thinks it'll be easy to capture von Berghoff, but I heard what Ada said.
What did he say?
That Otto von Berghoff has that fortress full of fresh mercenaries, armed to the teeth. My God! I should have slit his throat that time I had the chance at Trotsky.
Don't worry. It won't be that tough. Brabant mustered some experienced men. It'll be easier with them.
Men! Men! As if everything revolved around you.
Well, there's a war on. We have to fight.
Have to? You have to keep killing?
Look, I just wanted to...
I don't know what you want. I can't figure you out.
That makes two of us. What's changed? We've been fighting the whole time.
Nothing's changed. Except that with every passing day, you're risking more and more. Just try not to get killed, Henry. In the meantime, I'll wait at the fortress in Sukdal. That's where we'll meet.
What awaits us at Malashov?
A short but nonetheless dangerous battle, in the best case scenario.
And in the worst?
Things go to fucking hell, and our worldly cares will be over. So prepare well. This really won't be easy.
I'm ready. For anything.
Good. The task won't wait. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
All right. I'll come back in the evening.
Fine, but be on time. And no boozing.
Just a moment.
Good boy.
I'm back. Can we go now?
I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
So I say him, what do you expect when you drink like fish? Fish is not able to walk either.
And then he threw you out?
No, he cannot, because...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Capitaine?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work, Zizka.
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Berghoff won't stay in Malashov forever.
So tonight?
Before dawn.
even the dogs will still be snoring. And we'll have plenty of time to move.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinnock. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that cannon.
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the artillery in Sempak, weren't you?
Yes, but in the guard detail. I don't know shit about firing.
Well, at least it's some kind of experience.
I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You've already helped quite enough, Frenchmen.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed off such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I was there.
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how to handle it?
Oui. If I have a few strong men to assist me.
All right. Kubianka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our asses. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them off. We'll split into 2 groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side and cause mayhem. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack, make a racket. In short, anything that will lure the fortress garrison out into the open. You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out, the trap falls.
And the rest will go like this. Listen up. Malashov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified. It's got a moat, 2 gates, and a big tower. That's where von Berghoff will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge, and through the gate. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside. Then, you'll let us in.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls of St. Killian.
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first time for us. And besides, this time we've got artillery to back us up. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out, we'll drag von Berghoff right out of bed.
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after the attack, we'll pull back to Suchtal Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter of Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially since he missed the last skirmish with von Berghoff. Any questions?
What about Rosa Ruthard? I hear she's in the tower with von Berghoff.
Don't forget to bring a white horse so you can rescue her properly.
Everything is clear to me.
We're glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Malashov before the cock crows.
Kurwa.
What the fuck?
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
No, just wait a moment.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
Well, I don't know if...
Listen, von Bergau's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line, especially if I can have the element of surprise.
You're right. The trap must be sprung.
So, let's go and do our job and hope things don't get fucked up for once. If anyone runs for the forest, let them go. The other yokels are out of luck. Leave him be. Can't help anyone anyway. What you gaping at? We've a job to finish. Get to it. I'll be watching you. See whether you do what you're supposed to.
How's this gonna end?
What do you want?
Right man, it needs to look like a fire! Let anyone go who's running for the forest! Kill the rest! I'll beat you to
Mary, Mother of God!
I'm just getting warmed up, you.
Hey, that! Tiger! Kind of shot!
On the road to me!
I'm here now.
How did it go? Is everything all right?
Aye. The village is ours. What next?
Now we'll go for von Berkhoff. He's the key to freeing our King Wenceslas. So, we still have the hardest part ahead of us. Help will soon arrive from the fortress. We'll hide on both sides of the road and ambush them. With that, the trap will have been sprung, and von Berkhoff will be left with just a few men at the castle. We'll make quick work of them.
I understand.
Good. To the task, friend.
Quiet now, cousin. Don't stick your head down. Wait for orders.
And now,
Horror death!
fucking fortress.
Fucking arsehole. And now that fuck up von Berkhoff.
Come on, man.
The trap was sprung.
And those poor wretches are in God's hands.
We're in a war, aren't we?
Up to our ears, Sir Hans. Up to our ears. It's almost your time. You need to sneak quietly over the wall, youngsters.
It's still dark. That'll give us cover.
I'll go with them. I appreciate it, but this is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not to die here.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
I'd like to see what they look like.
Here I am, Kalani. We got leather. And other go ahead to check out fortress.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry, open up the first gate for Zizka.
And then we'll storm in there like a fox into a chicken coop.
I understand. Let's go.
Exactly. Off you go. No time to waste.
Good luck, fellas.
Good. The guards are busy with the fire in the village on the other side. Let's go, fellas.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there. Neckarfreyen do it already.
Yeah. Hey, just a moment.
Henry, you go first. And look out for me.
I must be mad. Huh.
Now just to open that gate.
Close the gate, quick! Do it!
No,
Hey, man! What's up with that fucking bridge? Occupy this place quickly! Kill any man who doesn't surrender!
Nice hit!
Now take cover behind the wagons! Hear me? Behind the wagons! We have to hold out until they take down that damn bridge! For Christ's sake, get on with it!
Fucking hell! Our lives are on the line.
Take cover! Shoot those bastards!
I'll kill you for that!
Shoot! Shoot now! For Christ's sake, get on with it! Take that, you ugly uncle! Take cover! Hold the line! Don't retreat!
Take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time! They're all out of time!
go. Forward! To the top!
Let's go, quick! Forward! Forward!
Hey! Wykuciapujemy te!
Hey!
I'll be done with you in a
What now?
Nicely done. Now I'll shoot you dead.
Why do I always get a stinking
Watch
joke?
out! I can't get a shot in.
You'll be sorry. Let's go, men.
There's still archers
Something's up here. Sam, Ada, someone get an axe and turn this
What
fucking
kind
door
of
into
fucking
splinters.
shit? To fuck with them. Fucking I say.
Zasrane. Takie wygłupy to już moglibyśmy sobie odpuścić.
Do you want to die?
Bogu dzięki za brawanta.
You fucked up with that bridge.
It wasn't my fault.
I don't care whose fault it was. We have to think about what to do next. We have to get that fucker out. He's sitting in his tower laughing at us.
Von Bergov's no fool. He'll want to make a deal.
That's the thing. He's no fool. He's well aware that the whole of Kuttenberg and the Hungarian camp will come down on our asses.
Von Bergov is at the end of his tether.
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked.
Von Bergov is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and we're running out of time.
We'll have to parley with him.
Oi, we're not going to give up now.
That's right. Let's go. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamberlain. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what Von Bergov comes up with.
Fuck all. He's trapped.
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you honourably capitulate!
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Pirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. Ah! And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
That's possible, Otto. But anyone who comes to help you is going to have a hard time if we torch your tower. You'll be burnt to a crisp before Sigismund's minions arrive.
Are we really getting anywhere with this?
We still have your finger of God. Perhaps we could repay you your kindness at Nabokov.
Ha! I doubt it. You don't have enough gunpowder for that. And I think that would cause great discomfort for Lady Rosa here.
Sir Hans? Henry?
Unbelievable! You really want to threaten us with a hostage? Where is your honor as a nobleman, Sir Otto?
It is you who are threatening me. You have attacked the castle, and now you're putting this young woman of noble birth, who's here on a visit, in danger.
Are you sure this is worth it?
Damn it! He has Rosa.
And we don't have time. We can't pussyfoot around. I'm gonna try something on him. My! You are feeling quite self-confident, Lord von Berkhoff. But as you've already heard, we will gladly set this tower ablaze. Of course, that is if you think it's a better solution than surrendering to us and then helping us save the king.
After all, might do more good for our king than fucking around with a ransom for one fish in a barrel. I'm talking about you, Otto.
No. I won't let you burn Rosa alive.
Who says I want to burn anyone? Nothing will happen to anyone. You'll see.
Look, I'll take care of this. I'll try to rescue Rosa.
Are you out of your mind?
We'll see who comes out on top. I'll go first and clear a path for you.
Well, you've got some serious fucking balls, lad.
Cut it out! Are you serious about this, Henry? You'll be outnumbered.
Aye. And I'll be going first.
Whatever you say. Ada and Sam will cover your back. We'll pretend we're still parleying. At least we might distract their attention.
Christ, Henry, be careful.
Good luck, soldier. We won't leave you in the lurch.
Thanks. I hope Fortuna isn't having a day off today. And if she is, farewell, friends. It's been an honor.
I think we've misunderstood each other, Lord von Berghoff. You have my word. Nothing will happen to you.
Look out, brother!
They have crossbows and a pistol.
They're coming! Good! Take down anyone who gets in here. We must hold them off until help arrives.
What are you looking at, Colonel Bayonetta?
Useless!
Kurva, I'm moving! You don't get me!
I've been waiting for you.
I'll rip your ass open.
Come on.
Hey, get him!
Your blood, yeah?
I think we've misunderstood each other, Lord von Berghoff. You have my word. Nothing will happen.
Smash
Look out,
them
brother!
good!
They have crossbows and a pistol there. Are you injured? Yes. But do not worry. Do not worry.
Doriti! I get your back, crazy fucker! They're coming! Christ protect me! They're coming!
Shoot! Take down anyone who gets in here.
Jesus!
We must hold
You
them
really
off
want to get
until
that
help
big
arrives.
fucker!
Jesus Christ, protect me!
Smash them good! Doriti! I get your back, crazy fucker!
Ah, how fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. Who would have thought back in the Barkov how things would turn out?
Come on. Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done.
No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck! That was a blast. My skull's ringing. The way that Brabant loaded that last shot, it nearly blew his French ears off. It is wonder that Fop survived it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time.
The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry, that must have cost a king's ransom. Oh, my lady! Anyway, I think we're all done here.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, you're ready to leave.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
Ah, damn! Oh, sakra! Oh, bloody hell. Oh, damnation.
Good day.
Keep us! Egyenes a húsba! Nyertél! Hagyj békiben!
Go! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
God! Shit! Great! Happy to be of service. Take care, sir. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Greetings.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
I'm freezing. Why is it so cold in here?
It is not.
What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with Von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
Well, what was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, It's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
They didn't let you out at all? But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
What did von Berghoff want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
You've lived through more battles than I have. What do you think about Malashov?
What about it? Actually, I'd say it was a success. But I wouldn't call it a clean victory.
What do you mean by that?
Look, I've seen all kinds of things. Villages torched to the ground, plundering, rape, extortion, and other godlessness. But that doesn't mean I took part in it or approved of it.
But we're at war. Don't forget that.
Don't try lecturing me, lad. I was out fighting when you were still just a twinkle in Radzig's eye. I don't intend to preach about morals. But there's one thing you ought to know. There's a fucking massive difference between a warrior and a murderer.
Excuse me.
Useless!
I'm not sure what to think of Malashov. I reckon it was a success. I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
You can't get over that burned-down village, can you?
After Skalitz, I didn't expect to be on the attacking side. Ever.
Do you see the devil repenting and asking God for forgiveness? No. Then don't beat yourself up about it either. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Berghoff?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle.
We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
I'm saying that
What do you think about Malashov? We were damn lucky.
Unlike the villagers, I don't even want to know how many you left lying dead.
Well, we did what we had to.
That's what you men always say. Better them than us, that's war.
But
But what? What? You lot slaughtered innocent people. Mothers, fathers. Didn't you live through it yourself?
I couldn't do anything.
Sure. No one can ever do anything. You're just following orders. But the dead don't care. And Berta paid the price for all of you. Sometimes I wonder if we're any better than animals.
What animals?
Leave me be. Go and celebrate your victory or something.
Any idea what'll happen next?
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
Well, you got to do something crazy occasionally if you want to achieve big things, don't you?
That's right. Occasionally.
You what? Ah, this is pointless.
How'd you feel?
What did you say?
How do you feel?
C'est terrible, mon ami. When the cannon flew apart, I thought we were done for. I am alive. But I feel like all my bones have been ground to dust.
Kubyanka doesn't look too worse for wear.
Because I took the force of the blast for the both of us. I pushed him aside at the last moment.
Aha. How did you know that the cannon was about to burst?
Intuition, mon ami.
How was your trip? The journey itself was great. No delays, nice weather. But I've got to say, it's a scary place out there.
Nothing but footpath.
You silly doggy.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
This damned rain. I'm sorry.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man. War is a nasty business. But I see that no longer bothers you. I'm pleased you took my lesson to heart. You can't kill me. You're the same as me.
Right.
Oh yes, my family was slain too. By the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks!
He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Warhorse, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulif's, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Warhorse.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former Mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
That sounds almost too easy.
You took the words out of my mouth. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
Christian of Pisek is the steward at the Italian court. He could help us.
Perhaps. But my brother's never been easy to deal with. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope. It's just that you can't trust him.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not? I had a feeling you were not concerned about a few corpses. At Maleshov, you slaughtered the whole village. What is one legate compared to that?
Jesus, get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look. And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest. Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
Zizka's right. You're safe here.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Roothard Palace. You want Roothard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.